Well, John Lewis is the largest department store retailer in the UK. We've got 27 shops and they're all in prime locations. They're either in major city centres or they're in really high footfall locations like Bluewater or Cheadle or Cribbs Causeway. John Lewis shops are large, full-line department stores. They're about 150,000 square feet and we achieve sales densities which are 2 or 3 times greater than those of our competitors. We're getting to around about £600 per square foot, which is very high in retail.
Well, in John Lewis we place an awful lot of emphasis on the relationship that we build at all sorts of different levels. So in one regard that may be the relationship that we try to build with our suppliers, a lot about fairness and really understanding where they're coming from.
So we've had the pleasure of working with John Lewis, I guess, in the consumer electronics space for about the last 10 years. I think there's a very defined culture in John Lewis that is very distinguishable and distinctive from other retailers we work with. And I think the value proposition that John Lewis has towards its customers and towards its suppliers is a very sound one, based on good pricing, service, great value, integrity and honesty. And those are values that HP shares as well with John Lewis.
At the other end of the scale, it's about the relationship that we build with our customers. We try to establish a relationship built on trust in John Lewis so that the customer can always be confident when they come to us. Well, in all of the surveys that have been conducted in recent years, and certainly the ones that have been conducted over recent months, we find the same thing, and that is that customers really do value the quality of service that they have at John Lewis, and all of that goes towards building a relationship with them that they feel confident in. Well, the John Lewis customer profile reflects pretty precisely the demographic profile of the UK population. So that is a reflection of the type of business we are and the type of product that we offer. Very wide choice, appealing to everybody. One of the things, again, that makes us very different, though, is our ability to draw people over from a very wide catchment. So typically we will be the shop of choice for major purchases across a 30-mile radius around each one of our shops. And that means, too, that we have a responsibility to serve that population well. So, for example, again, one of the things that we do differently is to offer a free delivery service within a 30-mile radius of each one of our shops. That helps to support the wide draw that we have.
John Lewis is a brand that really does create devotion and a huge following, because I think predominantly because people trust it. And that means a lot of different things. We're a very honest retailer. We set our prices honestly. We're never knowingly undersold. That means if you buy product from us and you find it cheaper anywhere else locally, then we will match the difference. We'll bring our price down to a local competitor. We're very much focused on having quality product, making sure that it's really great value, and I do think that we're one of the best retailers on that front in this country. We have a very wide assortment. We sell over 350,000 different lines, so that's a very attractive proposition for our customer because it's a one-stop shop. They can buy everything they need under one roof. I think brands go in cycles. We're definitely in a cycle at the moment where our customer wants to buy brands from us. We've made good progress over the last 3 or 4 years in acquiring many more brands and actually being in a position where brands want to come to us, whereas a few years ago we had an environment the brands in the market didn't associate with. But over the last few years we've been putting a lot of time and energy into how our shops look, and as a result of that many more brands are now wanting their product to be showcased in John Lewis. So the list is endless. I mean, we go from in accessories brands like Mulberry, Prada, DKNY, to Nicole Fari, Joseph in clothing, to Creme de la Mer, Bobbi Brown in cosmetics. We, for example, have had a very large share of the Apple iPods coming to John Lewis, more than any other retailer in this country. We've really developed that brand with them. In developing the John Lewis branded product, we're working very closely with quite a number of suppliers, each of them experts in their own field. But also we've been looking for opportunities in the market where perhaps we didn't have a product that our customers wanted, going out, buying it, designing it, putting it on the shop floor and creating a John Lewis brand. And we've built the brand now. By the end of this 2006, it will represent about 30% of our total product offer.
One of the fundamental differences between John Lewis and every other retailer is the way in which our employees, our partners in our language, are motivated. They each have a stake in the business, they share in the bonus that we create jointly at the end of each year, and that makes them far more inclined to want to do the very best that they possibly can every time they have a meeting with a customer, an encounter, an engagement with a customer. And because of the nature of the business, we're very keen that customers keep coming back to us, keep choosing John Lewis each time they come to select a product. So our partners, our sales assistants, have to be very careful that the information they give to a customer is objective and right for that customer. And that's something that I don't think many other retailers are able to achieve.
As well as investing in shops, we're investing in marketing more and more. Firstly, to understand the needs of our 5.9 million customers better, and secondly, to make sure that the uniqueness of the John Lewis proposition is well understood by them. The direct business, which is only a few years old now, is going from strength to strength and increasing year on year very, very rapidly indeed. This year they will have shipped over 1 million items, and sales will break through the £100 million barrier.
But what's really exciting is not just that it's a direct business and we're taking sales online, but the fact that it's actually shown us just how powerful it is at driving sales in shops like this one. And it's because we attract new customers into the business as a whole, and they come and shop with us both online and in these shops. We are delighted to be the UK's largest department store, but we cannot stop there. And we've got ambitious plans to grow the business. We'll be opening 10 new shops in the next 10 years. We've already announced new shops in places like Northern Ireland, Leicester, Cardiff and Trafford, where we opened our shop in May this year. And with each shop we're making an investment of about £50 million and probably creating around 900 jobs. Well, we already work in one of the most competitive retail markets in the world, and only by offering the best products, the greatest service and the finest shops can we compete and grow. I'm really looking forward to working in new communities and with new suppliers and with new partners in developing that success.